Sky Squad, we are back in the building, baby. And of course, we're talking Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, some things are getting a little mixed up over here in Atlanta, okay? They are mixing it up in Atlanta right now, and we got to talk about exactly what's going on. Okay. Now, behind the scenes, I'm pulling up something that I'm gonna bring you guys later, some information, some tea that we just ended up getting from OMFG reality TV, but I'm gonna save that for last. So stick around to the end. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye. We are back in the building, and I need you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, join the texting community. The number is right here, 202-918-3386. Okay. And with that being said, we are going to stage dive into exactly what we got to talk about today. Okay. Now, look at the ladies on the screen here, looking all good and beautiful. You would never think that there was drama percolating behind the scenes. Okay. Drama is percolating behind the scenes. First things first, we have got to talk about some things that Kenya Moore had to say about both Marlo and Sanya Richards Ross. And based on where we are in the season, you guys are not going to believe what Kenya has to say. Now, in an interview with Today, Kenya had a couple of interesting things to say about Drew, about Sanya, and about Marlo. Okay. Now, with regards to Sanya Richards Ross, she says that she loves Sanya and that she fits in really, really well. Okay. She says that she's a peacemaker and not very problematic. But according to Drew, she calls Sanya a flip-flopper. And Kenya agreed, saying that Sanya kind of fills those shoes, indicating a lot of what you guys have been echoing about Sanya doing the flip-flopperization and really kind of going in on Drew. But Kenya Moore continues and she says, I can see where people would say that because I just don't think she likes to make waves. She wants to be friends with everyone. So sometimes she may take a stance and that may change depending on how someone reacts. And so, and this is just my own opinion that I'm inserting here. If you're going to be a housewife on these shows, or if you're going to be a reality TV personality on any show, you have got to stand firm in whatever your own beliefs are, and you cannot piggyback off of the beliefs of someone else and then change those beliefs based on who the popular people are. Okay? Okay? All commentaries alleged. All right. Now, continuing onward in terms of what Kenya had to say about Drew Sidora. Okay. She basically says that she feels like Drew's relationship looks like a very toxic relationship and that it is not beneficial for Drew. And she sees similarities between Mark and Ralph, which she has stated before. She says, I see so many similarities between my husband and Ralph. It's really scary for me to watch it before my eyes because I feel like I'm Drew in that moment a lot of times. She says that she imagined, in that moment when she stuck up for Drew, she says how Ralph speaks to Drew without cameras being there, which is why she stepped in for Drew in that moment. She says, I feel like that's the woman I should have been when I spoke up. That's the woman I should have been in my marriage, and I wasn't. Okay. So that was interesting. But we kind of knew she felt that way. With regards to Marlo Hampton, Kenya says that basically all of Marlo's remarks about Kenya being a video hoe are unprovoked. She says it's gutter behavior, which declasses the show. Now, as an aside, I want you guys to tell me: do you guys feel like Marlo's behavior declasses the show, or do you think that Marlo is making the show? Kenya continued on and says a lot of antics she uses. She thinks she's making good TV. It's just making her look like the devil she is. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some of these Marlo moments be funny. Okay. I've been cracking up at Marlo most of the season, but that's just me. Anyway, Kenya says Marlo has waited 100 years for a full-time role, and now she feels like I have to do all these things to keep this position. It's just an exclusive club that had never let her in before, and now that we let her in, it's like, did we do the right thing? Is the neighborhood ruined? I kind of feel like it's heading that way. Boom. You know what's funny about this is that I could have sworn in an interview I recall hearing Nene Leakes saying that Kenya Moore would be the death of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Am I remembering that correctly, or am I making that up? I don't think I'm making it up, but let me know if y'all had heard the same thing. I thought she said that, but maybe she didn't. I don't know. I like Kenya Moore this season though. But anyway, the woman says she waited 100 Marlo waited 100 years for a full-time role, and now she feels like she's got to do all these things to keep the position. It's an exclusive club that we never let her in before, and now that we let her in, it's like, did we do the right thing? Is the neighborhood ruined? It kind of feels like it's heading that way. Do you guys think that it's ruining the show? It's declassing the show? Let us know. Let us know. Kenya doesn't feel like there's any resolution with Marlo Hampton, and she says that she feels like the situation has gone too far. And she tells Marlo from her seat at the Today Show, deal with your own reputation. Stop trying to put things on Kandi or myself. Now, with regards to Sheree, she said that after watching the previous episode where Sheree was co-signing all of Marlo's comments about Kenya being a video hoe and sleeping with all the rappers and half of Hollywood or whoever, um, Kenya says when Marlo and Sheree get together, they're just real true mean girls. And she apparently called Sheree afterwards to express her dismay. And Sheree had the nerve to tell her she didn't remember supporting Marlo's remarks. But Sheree, girl, it's on the screen. How you gonna say you don't remember? When was you blackout drunk? I mean, that's the only thing. I can't accept that answer. Um, I think Kandi says she too had a conversation with Sheree, and Sheree says she didn't remember. Girl, you got the worst memory on earth. Okay. Anyway, um, Kenya warned Sheree and said, "This is not who you are. Don't be that mean girl. Don't be her." Okay. And she told Sheree, okay, that I don't want you to look foolish on TV. All right. So you need to go ahead and clear that whole situation up. All right. Meanwhile, in a couple of interesting tidbits, all right, they played a game with Kenya, and Kenya gave some responses to things that I think what we're gonna get from the rest of the season. Okay, so she was asked if she wrote that shady note about Kandi sucking D in the locker room, as Marlo suggested on Watch What Happens Live. She says that's 100% false. She says, why? I love Kandi to death. There were also derogatory things written about me in those notes. I just didn't read it. She says the cast member who has the juiciest storyline is Drew Sidora. She said the cast member who surprised her most is Sheree Whitfield. And she says the cast member who challenges her the most is Sanya. She says you'll see. I get some stuff coming up. It's like, wait, what? You're coming for me? Are you sure you want to do that? So it looks like we're gonna have some drama between Kenya and Sanya. That's gonna be real interesting right there to see how Sanya handles herself against a pro like Kenya Moore, okay, and not Miss Drew Sidora, who is rather new to the Housewives, world, okay. Then Kenya also says the second half of the season is probably better than the first half. The trips coming up, the fights coming up, they're pretty epic. Okay. So it looks like we have a lot to look forward to as the season continues on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, based on this interview with Kenya Moore on the Today Show. So next, we want to take things over to Showbiz Cheat Sheet, who have an article out about Drew dragging Kandi and Kenya's businesses. So this apparently Drew spoke to journalist Ty Cole from BET Plus. Okay. Shout out to Ty Cole. I will put his Instagram in the description down below so you guys can catch all of his interviews and the great work that he does. Anyway, now this was also reported on by the Jasmine brand, and y'all know how I feel about them as well. So support them as well. Anyway, Drew says first and foremost, they want to come for me to get work done. I've talked about getting work done. Name someone on this cast who hasn't had work done. I'll leave that there. they cannot come to me because I've openly talked about it, and some of them need to be a little bit more transparent about their body journeys. Secondly, I still believe they can join the program, Drop It with Drew, and learn what's about. They need to sign up on the website as we're starting a new session June 12th with the following sign up after the 4th of July. Then she says she really feels like it's unfair that they criticized her business. Okay. She says they need to support me. And last time I checked, they all have not had straight up A+ businesses. Some of them have had water in their hair products, I believe. Now the person that said that who it was Shamia that alerted us or told us allegedly that Kenya Moore had water in her hair care products. But in my mind, wouldn't hair care products in general have a little bit of water in them anyway? I don't know. Maybe she just was saying that it was nothing but a bottle of water. I don't know. Then she took some shots at Kandi'S restaurants. And she says, and some of them didn't get that good A+ rating in their restaurants. I'm tired of them coming from my baby. This is a passion product. Basically, I think she's referring to, I don't know if she's referring to the OLG or the Blaze. I really don't know. But what I do know is she definitely came for their businesses. Okay? Definitely came for them. Now, if you guys, for some reason, don't believe anything that I just said, I will place both articles in the description down below. Now, just a little extra bit of tea for you, since you stuck around for the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you this. Okay, just got this hot off the presses from OMFG Reality TV, baby. Okay, so you can hear it here. You can hear it right here starting on Sunday, June 26th on BravoTV.com, the official website. After the new episode, we are going to be getting the season 14 after show. So, y'all, there is going to be content galore over the next couple of months. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, let's look and see who's gotten paired with who. Interestingly enough, we have Kenya paired with Sheree. Now, many of you guys will already know this because we've already seen the snapshots of them being posted together in front of the green screen. So that lets you know that that background is all green screen right there. And then you have Sanya and you have Marlo together, which is an interesting pairing. But I think it will probably be indicative of what the season will be like as we proceed onwards and who is on whose side when. And of course, finally, we will have Drew Sidora sitting down with Miss Kandi Burruss. And I wonder if Kandi has heard these remarks that Drew made about these restaurant ratings. Y'all let me know, okay? Everybody looks good here, so I can't wait for the after show because I am sure it's going to be popping McPoppington. Okay. Now, with that being said, guys, that is all the news I got for y'all today. It was a mouthful, and I told you, stick around to the end of the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, join the texting community, and we still got our sale going on at amirin.com, where you guys can get your CMOS capsules at 40% off, along with everything in the store. So be sure to check that out as well. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video.